Hey guys, thanks for joining. So in this video we are talking about music, which is the best platform for downloading music, for licensing it, for using it for your client projects, where you get the best value for the money and also where you get the best music from. Coming up. Hi guys, my name is Paul. I'm a German-based cinematographer and this channel is all about filmmaking, gear reviews, but also DaVinci Resolve tutorials. So if there's something that you're interested in, consider subscribe. That really helps the channel. So in this video we are talking about music. Which one is the best music platform to get your music from, and also in conjunction with what covers the license and also value for money and something like that. I use on a regular basis since years Audiio, Artlist, Epidemic Sound and Musicbed. And these ones are the four that I want to cover in this video. So let's start by with Artlist. And personally I really like Artlist, not only because of the variety of music and sound effects that you get there, but also I feel like that every platform has like its different tone. So for example, I like using Artlist when I'm working on corporate jobs. And yeah, for example, other platforms I use for other things, what I will cover on later on. And also Artlist is probably the best option when it comes to coverage of the license. So as they stated once, the license basically covers everything. So you can not only use it for internet streaming, YouTube and stuff like that, for the social networks of your client and something like that. You can also use it, for example, for TV, radio promotion, something like that. So that is pretty cool. Also for the price that you pay, it's around 17 euros here in Germany, paid monthly. This is really good. And Artlist also has like other functions such as footage, templates. They also have now a voice-over AI generator, but all of these services, they cost extra. But if you want to have them all in once, you're gonna pay to 40 euros a month, which is actually for what you get for pretty reasonable, I think. But personally, I really like Artlist when it comes to working on corporate music. One important aspect to know is that they state like that your music or that your license isn't activated anymore once you cancel your subscription. So keep that in mind. Now let's come to Epidemic Sound. Personally, I like Epidemic Sound for using in lifestyle-ish projects, because I find that the music that I'm working on there is more like lifestyle focused, everything which is, I really find good music on Epidemic Sound, but obviously the variety is there to get everything, and that is also very great. It is a little bit more pricey than Artlist, for example, with 25 euros a month. You can also have like an annually planned subscription if you want to. The license doesn't cover as much as Artlist. As I've said, Artlist covers the most, but here you have the most essential ones, I would say. So for personal use, also client work and all the internet stuff, right? If they want to use it on their website, on their social platforms, all that is basically covered. That's like the standard, so you say. And one important aspect is also that your license stays active after canceling the subscription. So that is also really important if you want to decide for which platform you want to use. Now let's come to Audiio. Audiio was kind of the late joiner in this program, I would say. But they really have now a huge library of music, and they have a extremely well situation value for money, because you can pay just 199 and you have a lifetime membership. No one of the other platforms offer that. So therefore this is pretty cool. And they also have a pretty cool feature. If you're searching for music, they have this link match AI feature. So basically, if you like a song, you can just paste it in and it will recognize the music, and it will automatically suggest you music that is similar to your referenced song that is available on audio.com. So all of them also basically have sound effects nowadays. And I feel like also from the license that you have there, it's the same as, for example, with Epidemic Sound. So the standard ones are covered, like internet, website, socials and stuff like that. So personally, I feel still that Audiio is the best when it comes to these types of things. Now let's come to Musicbed, and Musicbed is by far, actually, I think, from the quality of music that you get there, is the best. So maybe you just search for yourself, but if I'm personally working on a bigger project, or if I'm working on a project where I really want to have emotion, that depth in the music, then I go for Musicbed. You can also single license a track. This will cost you around $400, but you can charge the client for that, so that's maybe not an issue. But you can also use it as a subscription model, so that one would be $99 a month. So you see already that the something what you pay is the most compared to the others. But when I started, I just used Musicbed as a single license. So whenever I had like a project, I used the single licensing option and didn't have a subscription. But now, since we are working on so many projects, it makes sense like to have the subscription, because in the end, it's a little bit cheaper for us on that end. But as I've said, I really find the music has the most depth into it, and therefore personally like the music that you find from Musicbed. Also from licensing, you can basically, in the standard package, there is just like commercial usage, right? So for internet and socials and stuff like that. But you can also extend the license for TV, something like that, and then you obviously have to pay more. But for the most part, that is basically covered. Personally, I use all of them, but what you should choose depends on what projects you're working on, I think. So for example, I think Artlist, all in all, delivers the best, but also Audiio is pretty cool. So I personally would decide, if you're just starting out, between those two. And if you're searching for the best music, then Musicbed is the best bang for your buck. And if you're working a lot on like travel content, lot like lifestyle content, something like that, also in the clothing industry, I really find that the music on Epidemic Sound is perfect for that. But nonetheless, on all of these platforms, you have something to choose from. So in the description, there's also a link to all of the music platforms. For example, they get 2 months off and something like that. So just check them out if you want to try them out for yourself. And hope this video was helpful to you. And if you have any further questions about the game, then just drop them down in the comments below. And I'm gonna see you in the next one.